It just straight up disconnected me. Jesus. I really, really don't want to have to call them and scream at them again. Hopefully that just happens only once. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. That was... Yeah, that was just a hard, like, 0. For, like, a good, like, 5 or 10 seconds. Hoping that doesn't happen again. Like, it's been better since they've come out here repeatedly and fixed a different thing every single time. But still, sometimes it does that, which is just a state of things, I guess. Come on. Wow, how do I keep making that mistake? Okay. So we should be able to get to the boss once we're to the door. But yeah, Fable 3 had a lot wrong with it. And then for some reason, Microsoft just decided to sit on it for, like, ever. And not do anything with that fucking series. That wasn't just, like, complete garbage. And now they're back, trying to make another one. And the only thing I can think about it, like, the remake, or the, reboot they're doing is... I just want more Prototype. Have you seen the goddamn trailer for the reboot? The only thing I can think whenever I see that trailer is, oh no, they're Saints Rowing it. They are Saints Rowing this game. Yeah, rip indeed. Like, the female character they have in the trailer looks like like Iranian man. I probably know I shouldn't put it like that, but I mean, that's my immediate thought whenever I saw what she looked like. And yeah, character creation and all that, but yeah, that's worrisome. Okay, did I fuck something up? And they, like, have all that, like, kind of, like, humor feel to it, and there's just... For a lot of the trailer, there's, like... And I want you to know that this is something that is also a massive warning, not because of what like, what the person is, but specifically the way they look. Oh, there it is. So, the trailer has this, what I'm going to very carefully call the nerdy black guy trope. And whenever I say that, you can probably think of like 30 different characters, and you wouldn't be wrong on any of them. I need to get to that, dude. Yeah. Like, whenever I say the nerdy black guy, you probably get a mental image in your head. Yeah, that. Almost straight up exactly probably what you thought. Ah. And it was missing the very much kind of like Fable humor. Like, there was not an ounce of the soul of Fable in that trailer. So yeah, I hope that trailer is some sort of massive fluke, and somehow it turns out to be an actual Fable game, but I'm just expecting Saints Row level, like, botched. Who are these railings for? The titty chickens will go right under them, and they're too big for humans. Are these for the sky goat people? You think Miyamoto was like, I want to put furries in the game, but it's too soon. I'm going to have to wait like 10 years before I put my favorite furry characters in the game. You know what I am excited for, though? And I know I shouldn't be excited for anything, but I'm excited for one game in particular. I am so goddamn excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, I just want that game to be good. They can take the Fable from me. They can take the Fable. I was already, like, certain that game series was dead. They can, you know, they can have that. Saints Row, I was upset about Saints Row. Please don't fuck up Dragon's Dogma. I just won't. Dragon's Dogma 2. I have waited since the Xbox 360 to be able to, like, enjoy Dragon's Dogma 2. I was sure that game would never happen. I was certain of it. Seems like a hard game to mess up. Like, you would think, but I don't trust companies, ever. Like, they fucked up things that you would think they couldn't in the past. Ow. Like, there's a lot of things you would think they can't fuck up, but somehow companies find a way. Oh, by the way, bad news whenever it comes to, Silent Hill 2's remake. Their dev team have talked about how they feel like they're going to be able to make changes and, like, alter the game to what they want, and it's just like, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Don't start altering things. Just remake the fucking, like, Silent Hill 2. It's a masterpiece. You're not going to do better. You are not going to do better. Please don't fuck it up. But they're going to fuck it up. They're 100% going to fuck it up. And I'm certain of it because it's Konami, and Konami doesn't know how to not fuck everything up. Like, even if it's not this Konami's devs outright, they're still going to fuck it up. And I knew that they were not going to do it well from the beginning because, A, those people would not be a good fit to make a Silent Hill 2 remake. Could they make something Silent Hill? Maybe, but that was not the style of game that they made. They were a horror studio, yes, but that was nowhere near the same style. So yeah, I've already written off Silent Hill 2 remake as like a disaster in the waiting. Some of the other Silent Hill stuff, though, I'm kind of more thinking might be good. Specifically the one that they got, like, I think it was Junji Ito for. I think that one actually has some potential to not be terrible. Because, like, Junji Ito is a master of what he does, and as long as, like, they can actually make a decent game, and Konami can keep their, like, paws off everything, they might actually make a pretty decent game. Even though I don't know how, like, they're going to explain any of the lore details with a Japanese-based Silent Hill, but hey. I will give it a shot, as long as it doesn't look like it's going to turn into a disaster by the time I get a hold of it. As for any of the other Silent Hill stuff they're doing, I can't say I have any faith in any of it. But you never know. Just 2, I think, outright is probably going to be shit. Which, I don't even think that game needed a remake. I just think it needed, like, a proper remaster. Which Konami had fucked up incredibly before, so, you know. Boss time. After this, we have, what? One more dungeon, and then the final one? Or what? 2, technically? Huh, okay. Is there anything else that I am at all excited to see, though, coming out? I'm actually trying to think, because I don't... Nothing's coming to mind that I have any particular interest in that's coming out. Like, I have my eyes on a couple of indie games, but they're nowhere near close to release. Let's fight a dragon. Argrock. So we defeat him, then the... That's the last shard of the mirror. But yeah, at some point I might like play through either Fable 1 or 2 on stream. Two is definitely my favorite of the series. Wait. Items, please? No? Why? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I guess there's not really too much reason to take off the boots unless he's like flying around. I think we need to dodge his like swipe movements. I'm going from Zelda stream to Zelda stream, spreading the information of the song. Herb My Cup actually sampled the Twilight realm. Goodbye. Okay. Interesting. Where is the dragon? Has anybody seen the dragon? It's just had to be known. Fair enough. Oh, do I need to climb the towers now? Is that the case here? There he is. Okay. Of course. We've gotten to the point in the game where I don't remember too much of what happens. Oh yeah, now I'm starting to remember some of this fight. Kind of funny how much you end up beginning to forget stuff. trying to think what we're supposed to do now. Like, ah. Have you ever body slammed a dragon? Oh, in other gaming news, something has gone incredibly wrong with the devs of Baldur's Gate 3. Have you not seen the... And I stress to you, this is a real thing. The bear sex me. Because bear sex is now a thing in Baldur's Gate 3 that the player participates in if they are a druid. And won't do with a certain character. This is the same group of people who complained that people kept making white generic guy fighters. I know, right? The devs complained before about people making generic white fighter man. And then they added that. So I don't know what to say. Ah! Okay, the boss got me there. Cool. But yeah, the scene is, if the player is a druid, they can turn into a bear, an actual fucking bear, and get with the vampire dude. And all I can feel is just the need to laugh because it sounds like a joke, but no, it's real. People have been memeing the shit out of it because, well, obviously people are memeing the shit out of it. How could you not? So yeah, that's a good conversation to kill a dragon on. You know, that. How did he get back on the ground? How hot is it here right now? Phone, what is the temperature? I am 90% sure that's not in Fahrenheit. Because I don't believe it's 25 Fahrenheit. Why are you on Fahrenheit? Phone. Phone, please. Phone. Why are you on... Like, why are you not on Fahrenheit? Why are you on Celsius? Where's my... Okay. Phone useless. I only speak in freedom units, please. Actually, I know 25 Fahrenheit, like, Celsius is actually kind of hot. Kind of hot. It's 77. It's not hot at all. I was completely wrong. I thought it was in the 80s. So, there's some people that I really loved F equals 2c plus 30 about. It's 77. Which means this area of the room is getting hot because of the PC again. But yeah, I've been just like completely... Actually, conversion is about F equals 1.8 C plus 32. Something like that. I'm bad at math in my head, though. We will probably switch over games after a quick break. Going to save again so I don't have to see that cutscene. But yeah, we'll switch over. We probably got maybe 1 or 2 streams left of this game. Hopefully. I've been kind of tired of playing it for a couple of streams now, which is why I took a break from it. But yeah, we will be switching games. I don't know to what, but I'm going to take a quick right back. Also, I'm just noticing with this like jacket, I probably should clean up some of that like yellow on the just there. Like it almost like it's too close a yellow to the green, so it looks like it's potentially clipping a little, at least on my I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. Game do I even want to do? I mean, we can play West of Loathing more, which is hilarious because my brain doesn't quite work right. So, West of Loathing on my desktop is right next to Fear and Hunger. So my brain automatically goes Fear and Loathing. Separate those two. East of Happiness, West of Loathing. Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to need to take a quick break. I will be right back. Go do human things so that you can continue to survive. Avatar. Be right back. I never muted the thing, did I? Well, that's embarrassing. Shit. I wasn't singing while I was doing stuff, was I? Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to download this stream anyways to cut out, like, cut back the things together, so that's something I said I need to do. I need to, like, take the streams and, like, actually cut them together. All the times that I actively make sure I mute myself, the one time I don't. Ah, oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna have to download the streams and just like cut them apart so I can actually put them up on the VOD channel better. Yeah. I don't like that if you disconnect it for like even a couple of seconds, it actively will just take everything and like remove them. Your VOD storage settings are changing on September 1st. What do you mean they're changing on September 1st? Threshold from, oh, they're cutting down like the VOD storage for everyone who is not affiliated. Okay. Whatever. Let's see here. Rain? What is the game called again? It's called West of Loathing. I wasn't singing, right? Nobody got to hear me sing in my horrible, terrible way because sometimes I do that whenever I get up and take breaks. Hope I hope nobody heard like the ridiculous number of bone pops I did while stretching either. Uh, funny title. Funny title. Funny title. Game pun. Ha ha ha. Okay. Alright. So what are we doing in this game? I know it killed a bunch of people. Quote unquote people. I don't know if the undead count on the census anymore. Oh yeah, we murdered demon clowns and cow. Let's go to the circus. I think we were doing stuff at the circus. Oh yeah, we have our magic ghost gun. I'd like to see the circus. You walk into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. As nonchalantly as possible. Should I be playing a game that I have to read again? I didn't even think about that. There are a bunch of clowns around working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which there don't seem to be more than a dozen or so, which is good in that it means the clowns can't disappear you as easy if they figure out what you know. But on the other hand, if things go wrong here, innocent bystanders might get caught in the crossfire. Condemned until further notice, we encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. Foot-long sausage. They actually a foot. Are they actually a foot long, 12 inches? Because a lot of guys say that. But fucking great. I'm just going to stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. You want one or not? I'd like to see the lost and found. Oh sure, what'd you lose? Well, nothing. But you just figured you'd see if I had anything you liked. Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other. Just you and a toy balloon. How much are they? 30 meat. How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here, ho-ho. Horse. God damn it. What colors do you have? Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red. Item obtained, balloon. Anything else I can do for you? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. Ho ho, what would you like to know? Why is everyone working here a clown? Oh, it's tradition. When the, rodeos stopped being put on, the rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circus and carnival. Over the years, it became the normal thing for carnies to do, to be clowns. It's community, you might say, ho-ho. Who's the Barnaby guy? Oh, the boss is a famous showman, though I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him around here. Wow, I'm already starting to fuck up reading. Got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show. It's a real highlight of the carnival. Your traveling plans? Haven't decided yet? That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout around, get a lay of the land and all. Ho-ho. Where'd you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting? Northwest-ish. It was a little hole-in-the-ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Okay, see you around, clown. Cotton candy. Calls the clown behind this food stand, and then makes a fwee-oot noise with the slide whistle. This extremely masculine clown seems to be guarding the entrance to the stage. There's a kid here searching around with a sad look on his face. I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, ma'am? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What does it look like? It's shiny still and the little chain. Okay. Oh Jesus, he's over here now too. Ticket to the stage show. Okay. What's kinda hard. Okay. Small plush owl. Shoot like a jaguar. Small plush kitten. Ah, neat. I might not play this very long, given that I seem to be, well, a small bit unwilling to read. What the? Oh. Thanks. Just automatically opened the video I was downloading so that I could edit it later. Very good. Fucking Twitch. You know, it took me a second. I looked down at the, like, bar of items and went, why do I have 2 angry people in my inventory? And I remembered, those are buffs. Secrets, mysteries, blah 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 blah, not just freaks, gosh. How much it cost? 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Yeah, I can kind of tell I'm not going to be able to read very much today. My brain is just not in there. Might as well get more health. Fuck it, let's go in. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at. Like all good sideshows are, a few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making it look even more eerie. Clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time, have a good look around, just remember, no touching. You lean a little closer and inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed or mutant animals pickled in formaldehyde. A 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or tail. Ouroboros without a head or tail then? Or Mobius loop. Oh, okay. I remember what that is now. Weird crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to a huge gross pile of pale grubs, like fat, featherless, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has a shiny black eye. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well. An area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow sharp teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Got you pretty good there. What is that thing? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push-button gizmo out from his pocket and shows you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. Hehehehe. Can you talk? Guess not. The circus gig. His hands slowly curl into a fist, and the knuckle turns white with tension. You blink. Or wink. I guess not. The more you move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He basically is just what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull, if he had one. A sort of crumpled fleshy mass in the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and severed vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. Holy fuck, that was hard to read for me for some reason. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there, welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas. Glad to meet you. So what's your deal? Why am I in the sideshow, you mean? Yeah, seem pretty normal. How forthright of you. Of course, it's only natural to wonder. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all? Allow me to demonstrate. Stands up, turns around. Back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! He sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winced slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yeah? Bit, yeah? How is it that even possible? Douglas shrugs, holds his pipe up to the now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you... what's the phrase? Siamese twins? Not exactly, it's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces. It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind, with, as you say, two faces. Right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds his magazine behind his head. Took some getting used to, that much is quite certain. Born like this? I'd rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apologies necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. Sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Are you in the sideshow? With a regular suit and haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. The corner of your eyes, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world. You meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. Sticking out of a hole in the large metal box, she nods politely to you. Hello there, enjoying the calming well? The carnival. What? Me? The calming well. Oh. Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Certainly. What's your name? Janet? And you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Sorry. Only teasing? Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal to the clown. He moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, taking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellow near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? Amazing? Well, I'll take that as a compliment, and certainly educational, I imagine. The large tank on the left is my stomach. If you like to see what I've had for lunch today. You gained the perk Anatomical Learning. How did this happen? Sorry, but I can't talk about it. Sorry. Must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. It's nice to meet you. What's Anatomical Learning do for me? +3 melee damage. Okay. Strangely painted eggs. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard reads on one of the shelves saying, "Clown eggs. The circus community. It is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face." These must be the eggs for the clowns that worked in this circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clowns here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller clown out front. Looks like to be one of those weird bent mirrors that make you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy looking stuff around here already. Okay. Collection of the mirror is short and squashed. Folds up like an accordion. Spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing the image change. It's kind of amusing. The mirror makes you look stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move. A bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little, sympathetically. God, this mirror somehow shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup.